Good morning. The latest from Ukraine, where Russian troops have arrived in the capital, Kyiv. Sporadic gunfire has been heard close to government buildings. It follows a morning of rocket attacks across the city. Authorities say at least 33 civilian sites have been hit. Our correspondent John Ray has the latest.
They have total control of the skies, so on the ground, Russian tanks are heading into Kyiv itself. These images show armoured vehicles apparently just 10 kilometres from the centre of the capital, where they awoke this morning to more sirens and to more missile attacks, and to this warning from what may well turn out to be their last democratically elected president for a while.
This morning we are defending our country alone. Just like yesterday, the most powerful country in the world looked on from a distance. Russia was hit with sanctions yesterday, but these are not enough to get these foreign troops off our soil. Only through solidarity and determination can this be achieved.
He praised the bravery of Ukrainian soldiers who have resisted with courage. A fierce battle raged at this military school, but Moscow claims to have destroyed more than 70 military bases. To the southeast, the port city of Mariupol came under attack yesterday. Putin has lost his senses, says this man. And here, despite Russian denials, civilians also found themselves in the firing line. In a basement, families took shelter. A conflict from the history books brought terrifyingly to life. I don't want to die, this little girl says simply. I just want it to end. Western powers insist that on day one, Russia failed to take all the objectives they set themselves. But with Russian tanks closing in, how long can Ukraine hold out? John Ray, ITV News.
OK, let's look at what we know so far about the Russian advance. Their forces crossed into Ukraine yesterday from Russia, as well as neighbouring Belarus and from Russian-controlled Crimea. After aerial assaults on the capital, troops are now confirmed to have entered the city's northern outskirts. Royal Europe editor James Mates is in Kyiv. James, what are you seeing and hearing from where you are?
It's a very confused picture. There is undoubtedly fighting going on very near the centre. We have seen the pictures of those armoured vehicles. I don't think that they are fully tanks, but they certainly are armoured vehicles coming into the centre. Our colleague Rohit Kachru has been down by the river Dnieper and has seen firsthand that there is exchanges of fire going on and Ukrainian soldiers taking cover. What this means is very uncertain. Is this just testing Kiev's defences, or are they actually launching a raid effectively to try and decapitate the regime to capture senior members of the government? That may be the Russian strategy at this stage. We're not getting reports of widespread pushes into Ukraine from the east and the south, some heavy fighting in the north, but it may be that they want to shorten this war by trying to decapitate the government here in Kiev immediately and see if that'll make other resistance collapse.
All right, James, for now, thank you. Well, in the next few hours, NATO leaders will be meeting. Daniel Hewitt is at Downing Street. The Prime Minister will be taking part. What's he likely to say?
That's right, Lucrezia. He will take part virtually here from Downing Street. The UK is once again likely to be pushing for Russia to be removed from the SWIFT global payment system. It's probably the most severe economic sanction that the West can implement on Russia, remove them from the international banking system, making it pretty difficult for the Russian economy to really cope with that kind of measure. The EU countries, though, are resisting that sanction, especially those countries dependent on Russian oil and gas. It would effectively cut off supply, make it impossible for them to pay for it, which could push up prices of oil and gas in Europe. On that, the West is divided. The one thing the Defence Secretary Ben Wallace today did rule out is any kind of involvement directly by British military in Ukraine.
All right, Daniel, thank you. That is it for now. We're back with another update in an hour, but for the very latest, head over to our website, of course, itv.com/